Sangang, Daan. The Philippines, our country, is in a very delicate and precarious situation. Election D-Day is just around the corner. We Filipinos should clearly see that ahead of us lies a crossroads. However, most of us, up to now, are undecided on which path to take or road to travel. Sa harapan natin ay isang sangang daan. Ang sangang daan na ito ay magbibigay sa atin ng kalayaan at karapatang pumili ng landas na tatahakin. Ang seryosong bagay na ito ay dapat pag-isipan dahil dito nakasalalay kung anong klaseng pamumuhay ang posible nating dadanasin. Hindi lang sa darating na 6 na taon, kundi sa susunod pang mga dekada. Exactly half a century ago, martial law was declared. Between then and now, there was one election which importance or cruciality is comparable to the forthcoming poll exercise, the 1986 snap elections. It was an epic battle, a grueling fight between a strong man and a widow. Sa mga panahong ito, karamihan ng mga Pilipino ay meron ng mga napupusuang kandidato para sa darating na halalan. May kanya-kanyang dahilan sa pagpili ng kanilang manok na siyang ipaglalaban, iboboto at susuportahan. For the undecided and for those who couldn't care less, bear in mind that your vote is precious and you have to make use of them wisely. You reap what you sow is both a universal law and a biblical rule. If there is nothing personal that will attach you to a particular candidate, if you think that your mind is still open and your heart feels that you want to give your vote to the right candidate, it is best for you to choose the people that best represent your position and sentiment in the most important issues hounding our country today. To help you come up with an issue-based decision on which candidate to choose, we have to identify these issues and ask yourself where you stand in each issue, and then find the candidate whose position is aligned with yours. Perhaps at the end of the day, you have a better understanding of the issues, of yourself, and of the person whom you feel is deserving of your vote and support. Ito ang mga issues at ang mga katanungan. First issue: present and post-COVID pandemic management. What do you think were the things that the government did right or did wrong? Which candidate would likely continue doing what you believe is right and stop doing what you believe is wrong? How do you want for our government to handle the post-COVID pandemic situation? Whom do you believe must lead the government in order to achieve this? Second issue, economy and bulging national debt. Which candidate has the best programs to improve the economy? Are these programs viable and sustainable in our present economic situation? What is his stand on the job contractualization issue, and how does he intend to address joblessness and inflation? Who has the bigger support from the business sector? The one who has the most trust and confidence from the stakeholders directly impacting the economy. Which candidate would attract and encourage local and foreign investments? Whom do you believe would appoint only the competent, the just, and the reputable people to the key positions in the government? To whom do you think will the local and international organizations, institutions of banking, lending and financing would put their trust, show leniency, and extend support to? What are his programs on agriculture, fishery, and animal industry? How does he intend to increase food production and minimize import dependency? What are his plans on taxation? How would he address the bulging national debt? Would he be able to alleviate the poverty situation in the country? Would he be able to narrow the gap between the rich and the poor? Third issue, corruption and transparency. Sino ang kandidato na sa tingin mo ay walang bahid ng korupsyon? Sino sa tingin mo ang seryoso na pigilan ang korupsyon? Sino ang kandidato na gusto ng transparency sa pamamalakad ng gobyerno? Sino sa tingin mo ang walang tinatago na anumang seryosong issue o bagay na posibleng maging balakid sa kanyang pamamahala? Fourth issue, peace and order and unity. Whom do you think is the best candidate who can stop or minimize crimes? Whom do you believe can instill discipline in the PNP and AFP? Is he the person who can cleanse these organizations of rogue and corrupt personnel? What is his position on war on drugs and extrajudicial killings? What is his approach in addressing these problems? What is his position in dealing with the CPP and PA? Is he the one to finally put an end to this 53-year-old revolutionary movement? By what ways and means is he planning to employ in order to finally end it? Which candidate has the sincerest intention to genuinely unite the majority of the Filipinos and has the best chance of succeeding? Would he promote peace among all sectors of society? Would he become a healing leader, assuming he wins the election? Fifth issue, foreign affairs or international relations. Who is the candidate who can best represent the Philippines in the global stage? Who would bring honor and dignity to our country? Whom do you think has the support of most countries, their governments, including their leaders and citizens? What is his stand on the West Philippine Sea issue? How does he intend to deal with the developing situation in the area? What are his plans on providing protection and care of Filipinos living or visiting abroad, especially our OFWs? What foreign relation policies is he going to establish toward the countries most impactful to our survival or existence? 6. Lingering issues. Does the candidate abhor fake news and misinformation? Is he supporting death penalty, family planning, divorce, same-sex union or marriage? What is his position in the issues of cronyism, nepotism, political dynasty, and patronage in the government? What is his opinion on the separation of the church and state? Does he give importance to the climate change problem in particular and the environment in general? Would he be the best person to handle calamities or other crisis situation that may arise? 7th issue. Mind, heart, and soul. Does he have genuine care and concern with the rights and welfare of the elderly, women, children, orphans, PWDs, PDLs, LGBT, and the less fortunate members of the society? Does he have the heart and mind for the poorest of the poor? Is he the best person who can protect each and everyone's human rights? Would he religiously adhere to the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines and fairly and strictly implement the laws of the land? Does he really love the Philippines and care for the welfare of the Filipinos? Does he fear God? To help you in deciding who to vote on May 9, 2022, it is suggested that you fill up the table below. Rank each candidate on every issue, with 1 as the highest. The candidate with the least total points will be the best person deserving of your vote. This format is applicable to both local and national elections. We hope that this exercise will provide you a better understanding of the issues, of yourself, and of the candidate deserving of your vote in the coming elections.